Welcome back to the Cybersecurity Advent Calendar. It feels like we're getting into a habit here. We are now on the 21st of December, and it's the last Sunday before the Christmas and Christmas holidays. And because of that, I'm going to lit the last candle as well. And now, when we've done that, it's time for the Advent Calendar and opening the door. Let's move the candles out of the way and look for the 21. And it's down there. OT security.
OT and cybersecurity. Traditionally, I would say that OT have been very much separated from IT and separated from cybersecurity, being traditionally air-gapped. And I would say for quite some years now, that has definitely not been true. We've seen connections to internet, to remote services, to vendors, to any and all things. That also creates a lot of new cybersecurity challenges.
Even if the systems are air-gapped in that sense that there are no connections, probably there's still some USB flash drives going in and out of these systems, ships sailing in and out of the harbor in some way, as there is always the need to get something in and out, usually. And of course, we have the challenge with OT systems that we are not protecting information. We know that availability is the top priority for this system, and that is the case. The lifespan of the system is longer. The system needs to be available at all times, basically, for continuous running production. So that creates some challenges to implementing the cybersecurity solutions and figuring that out.
Have you actually seen a completely air-gapped system in recent years?
I have never seen a completely air-gapped system.
Me neither, never. But it's a unicorn and it's probably out there, but never to be seen.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking at patching, if you look for IT, they generally patch quite frequently. That is really hard doing in an OT system because you never really know what could be the implications. Will there be production losses? Will systems stop working? Do you even have the time to shut down the system and patch it? So that's why it's really hard to do patching in an OT system. There's a lack of knowledge around it. The systems aren't built for updates, and there really is no time to shut down the systems and do this because you don't really know if they're going to work in the aftermath of the patching.
Absolutely. And I mean, luckily in that sense, if there are critical vulnerabilities, OT systems are generally well protected, or at least protected at the lower levels. And hopefully there are some good network segmentation in between them, which gives a bit of a breathing room before you have to install these patches, as these systems are not that open in that sense. Yeah. And going back to the availability of the system being the top priority, I mean, you cannot just push a critical patch day one usually to an OT system and just reboot because the vulnerability is high on the criticality scale. It just doesn't work the same as in IT.
I mean, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, these systems are getting more and more connected to the internet. So what we will see in the near future or with the new systems are that they will more likely be more tailored to the security concept than has been known before, where they have been built completely without security. And the new systems are designed to actually work in a connected world, which is good.
Yeah. If we look at that old mentality, that belief that the system were air-gapped, I mean, then cybersecurity was not on the top of the priority. So, but the world is completely different today with everything going on. So
the goal for OT cybersecurity is, I mean, it's not protecting the data, it's protecting human lives, keeping production running, and the availability, as Matthias said. So it's completely different from IT cybersecurity.
Yeah, it's a different balancing act of understanding the risk and when the proper time is to patch with regards to the production. course.
Thank you again, Torbjörn Flyrbring and Matthias Gidlöf, for sharing insights into OT security. Learn a little every day. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow.